Welcome back to another REI Basics video, and this is going to be another PropStream tutorial. This one is on PropStream's mobile app. So PropStream has a mobile app used for driving for dollars that a lot of people don't know about. Even users of PropStream don't know that this feature exists. It's included with your monthly subscription. It's not an add-on feature. It's a mobile app you download, and then you can drive for dollars. So I'm going to show a little example video. This format's a little bit differently because it's a screen capture of my iPhone. So you can actually watch this vertically on your own phone to see what it might look like on your phone, or you can watch this again in a tall version on your desktop. So jumping right in, here's what the PropStream app looks like. Right off the bat, we have three options to search. We can search for property by address, just like you would in PropStream. You can also search by the APN number, or you can use last feature, geolocate. So that's what we're going to look at first. With geolocate, it's going to just pinpoint your location, and then you can scroll around the map, and just like in PropStream desktop version, you can click on a parcel and pull up all the details that you would pull up on the normal full desktop version. So clicking on the details of a property, this should look very familiar. It looks just like the desktop version, all the same features across the middle there, and then each property has all the details laid out, as you can see here. So depending on what PropStream has for data will depend on what boxes show up to check here, but again, very similar to what the desktop version looks like. I can check out comps. I can look at the opportunity and see how much equity is in the property. This will also show if there's liens on the property, which is not on this property. I can skip trace right from here. This is an LLC property, which is a harder one to skip trace. I can send a postcard if I found a property I really like. I can send a postcard right away. I could download any documents just like in the full version, and I can get directions here. So based on my current location, if I want to go check this property out, I can get directions and check it out from there. So the actual drive feature itself is a little bit different. So I can just drive, or I can set filters and drive. Setting filters lets you put in different parameters to narrow down the types of properties that you want to see. So here's an example. I have some characteristics put in, some criteria. So we're looking at non-owner occupied in a 5-mile radius, residential properties, 2 to 3 bedrooms that are not on market, that have a lien and have 30% equity or more. So if I zoom out here on my map, I see a list at the bottom, but on the map, you'll see these numbers start to pop up. So the first one for Summer Street pops up on the map, as well as the list below. I can zoom right in on it without moving the car at all. So I can do some virtual driving for dollars here based on my location. I can click on the details and get all the same details of the property just like I would before. Again, this one should have a lien on it because that's the criteria that I put in. So this allows you to kind of target your driving for dollars. So I can look around at my surrounding area, and these are the properties that meet that criteria. So now I could drive to the closest one and see if visually it looks like it's a distressed property. So PropStream is pretty unique in that it can show you this extra data on top of just the data, just the distress signs physically that you might see driving for dollars. So let's do a just drive here, and this looks exactly the same, except it didn't put any criteria in. So as I start to drive around, PropStream is going to record my motion. And if I see a property that looks physically distressed, then I can save it and check it out later on the desktop version, or I can check it out right on the spot if I have the time, just like you just saw previously there. I can click on the property details and find out everything I want to know about a property. So as I'm heading down the road here, because I was zooming in and around on the map, it's not tracking my motion just yet. So once I get to this stop sign up ahead, I'll fix that just by clicking on that arrow. There we go, at the bottom corner. Now it's going to fixate on my car. So as I head down this next road, the map's just going to scroll along with me. Obviously, as I'm driving, not referencing the map, I'm looking at the properties around me. So as we're driving for dollars, many of you already know this, but what are we looking for? We're looking for the physical signs of distress. We're looking for overgrown lawn. We're looking for trash in the yard, old furniture, especially furniture that's supposed to be in the house that is outside the house, mattresses, stuff like that. A bunch of junk in the yard. Boarded up windows is a good sign of distress. If it's winter, has it been plowed? Has it been shoveled? Has there been tracks in and out of the house? Or are we looking at, 2 feet of snow that have never been touched? Probably a sign that nobody's living there. Other signs of physical distress, broken windows, sagging roof. So as I'm driving along this road here, I'm just looking for anything that jumps out like that. And actually, as we pull up to the end of the road here, this property on my right looks like it might meet the bill. So I'm going to just park the car here for a second and click on this property and pull up the details. So estimated value of 143, and it has one picture already saved into PropStream, and that's pretty much what I'm looking at here. So you can see the back, the roof is sagging. It's not pretty. The yard's overgrown with stuff. There is snow in this picture. There's not snow that I'm looking at right now. So I see a lot more junk in the yard than is pictured here. You can see some boarded up windows. There's not a whole lot of property information on this. So it's been owned for a while. So PropStream doesn't have a lot of data on it. But this may be one worth looking into. It's also corporate owned, it looks like. So again, maybe a little bit harder to track down the owner. But definitely a property that I could save and skip trace. I can look through what details PropStream does have and see if there's any valuable information there. Again, maybe hard to track down this person. It's an unverified address, but still worth a try. It's owned free and clear. So, this property has this equity and it's just literally crumbling around it. So the longer they wait to do something, the less they're going to get out of this property. I just clicked that heart in the top right corner and that saved the property, and I'm going to add some tags to that. So I selected broken windows, overgrown lawn. I can add custom notes there if I want to. You'll notice this green tag now appears and that red heart. So I favorited it and I added a tag to it. So we'll continue on our drive here. This one already had a photo, so I'm not going to stop and take a picture, but a lot of times I'll stop and take a picture just for my reference to see kind of what I was looking at. So as I continue on along here, I'm looking for not the major thoroughways. I'm looking for the little side streets, the ones you don't usually go down. Your main roads, they're highly trafficked by everyone, often including yourself. So you're looking for the roads that you don't travel as often and, just see what you can find. So again, any signs of physical distress we're looking for here. If I was using my filtered version of driving, if I was driving along on the map, I would see those numbers start to pop up for the properties that PropStream matched my search criteria for. So as we pull up to this next road, I see another property I'm going to stop and take a peek at. Just going to pull a little U-turn here. But again, PropStream, this app, the driving for dollars portion is really underutilized. A lot of people don't know about it. It's really powerful. And again, I can send a postcard to a property, right from the car if I want to. I like to go back and look at it on the desktop later, just dig into it a little bit deeper a lot of times before I try to contact somebody. But if I've got the time, I can do it right on the spot right there. So for this one, actually, this clicked on the wrong side of the road here. That's not the property I'm looking at. So let's cross the street here on the map. Sometimes you get a little turned around here with which way you're facing. So not a great picture in PropStream already. It just means it hasn't really been on the MLS lately. But this one does have some lien information. So this one might have popped up if I was doing that filtered driving. But let's take a look at this property a little bit. So I see my property characteristics and then the lien details. He's got a few of them. So there's some tax delinquency. And as we scroll down through, we see unpaid water, delinquent taxes, more unpaid sewer. So he's not paying his sewer, not paying his water, not paying his taxes. So this very well, and physical signs of distress here, which I'll kind of show you here in a minute. But it doesn't look like the property is very well loved at all. It does look like it's lived in, but just not well taken care of. Again, looking through the property details, I can get an estimate of value, what the assessed value is. Let's take a look at the opportunity here, which should show just a a total of what the liens are. I'll save that property first and add my typical filters here for driving for dollars, broken windows, overgrown lawn, pretty much similar to the property you just saw a second ago. And again, check out the opportunity here just to get an idea of what there is for equity. So it's free and clear, but almost $10,000 in liens. He's got 7 liens against him. So this is definitely a property worth following up with. Even though it's owned free and clear, that 10 grand bill may be one that, he can't overcome, and he's just hanging on until, eventually he's going to lose the property. So definitely worth following up here. I'm going to just switch to my camera to give you a glimpse of what I'm looking at. So the newest thing here is that American flag hanging. That looks in good condition. The rest of the property, not so much. Sorry for having to turn sideways there, but overgrown lawn, broken windows, a board over one window. So that's a good property. So I'm going to end my drive here. So if you look back over, you can see the route I've traveled, and then those green houses pop up to indicate the properties I've stopped on. You can save your drive, which you can then reference later. The saved properties will stay regardless of if you save it or not, but I'm going to save this drive so I can reference it later. I can look through my history. This is any property that I've searched or saved. So if I've typed in an address, it's going to save here. If I've clicked on the details of a property, it's going to show up under history. So this one is not a saved one. You notice that red heart is not lit up there, but it was one of those first ones we looked at from the filtered driving for dollars. And then if I click back and look at favorites here, those are going to show me the ones that I just recently saved. So that 32 Pleasant Street and 33, those are ones that I just saved. So that's PropStream's Driving for Dollars app. Again, it's not an additional subscription. It comes with your $97 a month. If you're considering using PropStream, please consider using my affiliate link in the description. That'll save you a couple dollars a month and get you that 7-day free trial to test things out. You can test out the mobile app during the trial, and with the trial, you get 50 exports. Normally, you get 10,000 for your $97, but to just test it out, they limit you to 50 in your 7-day trial, but you get all the features. They're not holding anything back. You get to test out everything, take a look at everything. Again, the mobile app, I think, is going to be competition for other similar apps like Deal Machine, for example, because they're a really good Driving for Dollars app, but they don't have near the other features that PropStream has. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and click that like button. And if you're going to test out PropStream, please consider using my affiliate link in the description.